If you're short like me, you probably have noticed it's not easy to look good as a short girl. After a decade of trial and error, I'm gonna share with you my best tips and tricks today, and this can change your life. First, take a look at this outfit. A midi black skirt with a white top. Even though the color combination is classic, it looks plain and doesn't flatter a short person. But watch what happens when I switch to a different top. Do you notice the difference? The only difference here, this top is 2 inches shorter. Here's what I noticed after many years of trial and error. The most flattering dressing formula for our petite women is to wear a short top and a long bottom. Your bottom can be a skirt or it can be pants. That's not the most important. The key is you want to make sure your top is above your belly button and your bottom is at least under your knee. This is gonna make sure your bottom is gonna account for at least 2/3 of your body, and this is the most flattering way to dress a petite woman. Tip number 2, always bring the focus upwards. So that means you should be wearing statement earrings, statement necklaces, scarves, or even hat. All of those accessories will draw the attention up, and that's the most flattering way to dress a petite woman. On the other hand, avoid anything that's bringing focus downwards. For example, statement shoes, even though they're super cute. But I notice whenever I'm wearing really exaggerated, colorful shoes, my entire focal point is on my feet, and that is not flattering on a short woman. The next big hack, always wear one piece. Dresses and jumpsuits in general are gonna be more flattering on a short girl than separates. And here's the biggest difference. Separates divide your top half and your bottom half, and therefore make it very noticeable that your legs are short. On the other hand, when you're wearing a dress or jumpsuit, there is no clear division of your top and your bottom, and therefore nobody will notice how long your legs are. In the meantime, because the one piece have a continuous color from top to bottom, this will make a shorter frame look elongated, and that is why it's one of the best ways to dress a short girl. If you are short, make sure you go to petitedressing.com and check out my clothing line for women 5'4" and under. Use code PETITE15 for 15% off your first order. Now let's talk about a very easily overlooked detail, but it can make a huge difference on you, and that is your sleeve length. Because most petite women have shorter arms, very commonly, you're gonna find the sleeves are gonna be too long on you. So if you're wearing button-down shirt or anything that has long sleeves, you wanna make sure you're rolling up your sleeves. You don't want your sleeves to be too long and covering your hands, because that can make your entire top look like it doesn't fit you and make your entire outfit look off. Now, you might be thinking, well, gee, shirts and tops, that's easy, I can roll it up. But what about jackets? I hear you. I have the same issue. Whenever I'm getting my jackets or blazers, even if I'm going for the petite sizes, they still turn out to be too long in the sleeves. So my solution is 3/4 sleeves. Because it's almost impossible to ask my tailor to make my sleeve length shorter for my jackets or blazers, I've always default to 3/4 sleeves. And this has been a very popular design in the last several seasons. And with this, I never have to worry about sleeve length too long on me. Jeans and pants are most important for petite women, but they're also the most tricky. So now let's look at how you can find the flattering jeans and pants. There's 2 things very critical. Number 1 is the shape of your pants and jeans, and number 2 is the length. First, let's look at the shape. If you're petite, you're much better off staying away from any pants or jeans that are tight. Skinny jeans, say gray pants, or even leggings. The problem with this leg shape is that they are completely clinging to your legs, and therefore they show your legs exactly the way they are. And if your legs are short, well, they make them look very obvious. So instead, switch to straight leg or wide leg. The biggest difference, these leg shapes have space, and therefore they're not clingy to your bottoms. They're not gonna highlight if your legs are short. Besides, I found straight leg shape the universally flattering. They go with pretty much any top in your closet, and therefore, they are extremely functional. If your goal is to elongate your legs and appear taller, then I highly recommend boot cut shape or the flare leg shape. These two are very similar. What they have in common is they fit tight on your thighs, but they flare out under your knees, and therefore you have a very flattering leg shape. This will make your legs appear longer and make you appear taller instantly. Finally, let's talk about the length of your pants. These are so important. In general, here's one principle that you need to remember. Your legs are only as long as your pants. Therefore, the longer you go, the longer your legs will appear. So contrary to the very popular belief that petite women look better in shorter pants, I actually noticed quite the opposite. Full-length pants are the most flattering on a short girl. Here's the reason. When you're wearing shorter pants, your legs and your feet are separate. It's very noticeable that there is a division line between your legs and your shoes. When you're wearing full-length pants, on the other hand, that's completely different. And this works the best when you're wearing long pants with high heels. From the distance, the eye will not be able to tell that division line of your shoes and your legs. And therefore, it's gonna assume that your heels are an extension of your legs. And that's how you can make yourself look a lot taller and your legs look a lot longer. Finally, let's talk about the one accessory that every woman cannot live without. The bags. These are very important and they can also be tricky for shorter women, but nobody else is talking about it. The number one thing that you must avoid are oversized bags. I get it. You love oversized bags. I do too because they're so convenient and so functional. I used to be a commuter, so I had a lot of stuff I need to carry with me every day. But here's the thing. If you're petite, having a large size bag can very easily make you look like you are struggling, and it can make you look like you're carrying a luggage with you every day. So switch to a medium-sized bag. These are just as functional as an oversized bag, and they can hold all your essentials, but these are way more in proportion to your height and your body. Another very important tip for your bags, avoid any crossbody bags that has long straps. In fact, not even long straps, even the regular length straps. Most of the crossbody bags have the standard 21 inches straps, and on a short person, that's going to be hanging down on your thighs. And I've noticed that's the least flattering position to be carrying your crossbody bags. Because if you're already short, you want to always bring focus up your face, and you want to avoid anything that's putting the focus downwards. And in this case, the bag is exactly doing that. So you need to make sure first you gotta reduce the length of your strap and make it as short as possible. Carry your crossbody on your shoulder. Everything I share with you today are based on my own experiences. Because I noticed how difficult it is for a petite woman to find a style that suits her tight. Because of that, I started my own clothing line for women 5'4" and under. Make sure you go to petitedressing.com today and check out my clothing line for women just like you.